only have a few days left of the ranked season in Pokemon Pocket, and I am trying to hit Master Rank. Let's try to get as many wins as we can. Alright, what's happening everyone? Jinsula here with a brand new Pokemon Pocket video. Today we're going to be doing some ranked battles because we are approaching the end of the first season, and I would really like to hit Master Rank for this first season. I'm currently sitting at, I believe, Ultra Rank 2, Ultra Rank 3, which means I need to hit quite a lot of wins to at least get to Master Rank. Let's actually see where we're at. So right now we're sitting right here, Ultra Ball Rank 3. We got to get through Ultra Ball Rank 4, and then we'll finally hit the Master Ball rank, which is my goal. I really hope I can hit it. I have a pretty solid meta deck. It's the deck that is quite infamous right now. And my win rate is about, I want to say, a little bit more than 50%. We'll get more into that later. But real quick, let's actually open up some packs because maybe we'll get ourselves some solid cards to throw into our deck. Oh boy, here we go. 10 packs. Let's see if we can... Oh wow, we got the sparkles. We got 2 sparkles. All right. First pack is junk. Don't care about that. Ooh, look at that Goldango. Right off the bat. Love that, love that, love that. I still have not gotten myself a God pack yet. I'm a little frustrated by that. The amount of packs that I've opened in this game, and still no luck with that. I really hope it happens. Maybe it'll happen right now. Who knows? Alright, we're approaching that second sparkle. Nope. Maybe not this one. Definitely the next one. Nope. Just kidding. And, oh, there we go. Starting off with a shiny. Now, is this a God pack? No, it's not. Alright, but cool. We get ourselves a new shiny. Shiny cards are pretty cool. And it looks like that's it. Lame. Alright, nothing noteworthy out of this. But let's do it again. Let's do it one more time. I'm feeling it. I really want that God pack. I really want that God pack so bad. Cool, cool. New entry. My collection's getting there. My collection is doing pretty good. I will say that the Shining Revelry set is the first time that I spent some money in this game. Mainly because I really like the cards. Oh no, nothing out of there. Ooh, but we got something here. Oh my god. Yuck. Ugh, I hate that card. I've gotten it so many times and it's so unnerving. Yeah, Scarada, pretty good card. Nothing out of this one. Some kind of full art would be nice. Maybe a full art trainer card. A supporter card. That would be pretty cool. Ooh, here we go. Oh no, it's just Alakazam. Lame. Looks like nothing really good out of this 10 pack. Oh no. Yeah, it's a bunch of junk. And getting pretty close. This is pack number 9. And alright, here we go. Last pack. Anything? Nope. So that was a huge bust. Oh well. But there you go. 10 packs, 20 packs open. Let's jump into those ranked battles. Alright. So, this is the deck that I've been using. As I mentioned, it is a infamous meta deck. Basically, just go with 2 Giratina EX, 2 Darkrai EX, and a whole bunch of supporter cards. And that is, right now, quite the winning strategy. I think the only deck that I have troubles against with this deck is probably Meowscarada. It's pretty much a race to the bottom. You're just trying to knock out their Pokemon before their Meowscarada comes online, which is actually really fast. Another deck that I've been having somewhat of a trouble with is actually Gyarados EX. It really comes down to luck in those cases, mainly because, oh geez, like if Gyarados can come online before you can come online, it's very hard to counter. Skarmory is a Pokemon that I've actually been starting to see a lot more lately. It's a very high pressure deck Like, basically you're trying to dish out as much damage as you can before you could destroy all of their cards. It really comes down to how you play your Sabrinas, your Cyruses. If you're lucky enough to have both Darkrai EX and Giratina EX on turn 1, that is a huge help. But yeah, it's a really hard deck to go up against. Skarmory is a very powerful card, especially if you can get it going early, which it looks like they're going to do. But yeah, it is not an unbeatable deck, I will say. This deck is meta for a reason. It's just so powerful. The combination of Darkrai EX with Giratina EX, oh my goodness, it's just so strong. Like, you could really dish out a lot of damage really quickly. It's really hard for them to come online. Alright, so it looks like they do not have any kind of equipment, any Pokemon tools. That definitely works out in my favor. So what I'm going to try to do is knock out this Skarmory as fast as I can. And then I'm going to continue to build up these Pokemon underneath. And hopefully that'll be enough to take down their 2 Pokemon. Skarmory right here is the one that I'm really worried about. Once they get a Pokemon tool on it, it's going to just up the pressure. It's a really difficult deck to go up against, and I realized that as I got further higher up in the ranks, I started to see a lot less of the more experimental decks and more of the net decks that you typically see. I've actually seen a lot of decks where they're rocking the same exact strategy, Giratina EX with Darkrai EX. It's an extremely difficult deck to go up against, but I'm starting to see it quite a lot now that I'm in Ultra Ball 3. It's where you're starting to see a lot of the decks get concise, really. But alright, they're thinking. I'm guessing they still do not have a Pokemon tool. That's just really unfortunate for them. Oh, nope, there it is. So we're going to start seeing some damage from this Skarmory, but it might be too little too late. That's what it's looking like, because right now I'm basically going to be kind of sacrificing this Giratina EX. The idea here is that I'm trying to build up as much energy, or as much mana, I guess, on these cards in the back as I possibly can. I'm going to keep this alive just a little bit more. And then, yeah, I think we're going to be good. Because even if they bring out that Mew, it's going to be too late at that point. I could deal with it pretty handily. Oh, Dialga EX, interesting. Now they're kind of... I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what exactly they're going to do. They could sacrifice this Skarmory EX, but they know what I'm going to do right after. I'm going to try to get one of these guys out and then start taking care of their EX cards. They're pretty much stuck at this point. What else can they do at this point? Like, what can they actually do? Oh, now here's something interesting. I think I'm going to go with Darkrai EX. Put on the pressure. Gives me the chance to switch over to Giratina with the mana on it. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. This is looking actually pretty good. I like where this is going. I really do. So, I'm going to do this. Knock out their Skarmory. And then let's see what they end up picking. I'm guessing Dialga EX. Yep. Okay, that works out exactly in our favor. I am going to potion this. Keep it alive just a little bit longer. I could Team Rocket grunt it. I think I will. There we go. That worked out really well in our favor. And because I bought myself an extra turn, I'm actually going to do this. This may not necessarily be the right play. Maybe I should have got some damage on it, up the pressure, but you're going to see why I did exactly that. You're going to see why I did that. Because let's say they don't put down a cloak, it's GG. Yeah, they're done. We're probably going to concede. It's an easy win. Yeah, it's a lot of these sort of strategies, like... Oh no, there's the giant cape. Oh no, but they put it on the wrong Pokemon. Interesting. They're going to concede, I bet. They kind of have to at this point. It's over. Alright. Wow. That didn't work out. That really didn't work out for them. Alright. So we're going to Sabrina. You're going to see the concede coming in because they know they're cooked. They know that they're done. Do that. So that is precisely why I put, instead of going for an attack, I opted to use Broken Space. What is it? Broken Space Bellow one more time so I could secure the win. There you go. Easy peasy. That's the way you do it. Now, in order to get to the higher ranks, you need to win quite a lot. That's the unfortunate thing about the rank battles in Pokemon Pocket. It's extremely grindy. Like, my goodness, you just need to win so many. And yeah, as long as you maintain about a 50% win rate, I will say it really doesn't matter whether or not, you know, you win some, you lose some. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of grinding, because right now I'm rocking, let's actually see battle history. Yeah, I'm going with about a 50% win rate, I will say. I don't actually know where I can see my win rate. Oh, right here. 57.3% win rate. So I have 153 wins, 113 losses, and I've been maintaining about this much of a win rate. So every battle that I go into, it's basically a coin flip, whether or not I'm going to win. But that's okay, because as long as I'm staying within about 50%, I'm going to continuously get points and continuously progress upwards until I reach the higher ranks. I don't know necessarily when that's going to change, but that's how it's been. So it's just a matter of volume. That's kind of like the unfortunate part of how they designed ranked battles. If you want to get master rank, you just need to do a whole bunch of battles. That's basically all it comes down to. Alright, so this is going to be a little bit tricky. They're starting off with Magikarp. Ideally, I would have wanted to go first so that I could start off with Broken Space Bellow. This is going to be a little bit interesting. If they cannot get Manaphy out, which it looks like they cannot, that'll give me a little bit of space to actually be able to deal with this Magikarp. So, let's see what we're going to do here. I would prefer to have 2 Giratina EXs, but unfortunately I do not. So we're going to get both of these out. Actually, we're just going to have one of them in. And then I'm going to Giant Cape this bad boy right here. And this might actually work out in our favor. This is going to work out. Because ideally they want to get Manaphy out as soon as they can to build up the energy on this Magikarp. They want to get as much water energy on it as they can. Water energy, or is it water mana? I really do not know. I think it's energy. Yeah, there's Gyarados EX almost right away. So they're going to go for the Misty all in. Oh boy, this is looking very scary. Oh no. Oh my god, that is just pure luck right there. Yikes. Okay, well that sucks. That really sucks. Oh lordy lord, that is not good. Alright, well, nothing I can do at that point. That is so unfortunate. Oh my lord, that is so unfortunate. Oh my god. Alright, well, this could be a very quick GG, unfortunately. That is the unfortunate nature of Pokemon Pocket. Sometimes your opponents can just get so lucky. Yikes. Alright, well, this is looking pretty bad already. I really do not know how I can counter this. Yeah, I'm just going to concede. No point in this. I know there's some play there. I feel like, I don't know. Yeah, that was looking bad. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part of TCG Pocket. 100% luck-based. But again, 50% win rate. That's all I need to maintain. And we're going to continuously make our way up. Hopefully just in time for Master Rank. But yeah, let's do one more. I have a good feeling about this one. Yeah, really this deck is the deck to use. It just comes down to having 2 Giratina EX, 2 Darkrai EX, and a whole bunch of supporters. Some people opt to use Druddigon alongside it. I think that's not the right play. As much as Druddigon does provide a little bit of safety, It's not necessarily the best addition for this deck. I feel like it's more of a liability. Here we go again. Now they're opening up with Manaphy, so already this is looking kind of grim. If I cannot get a Giratina EX, I'm pretty much toast. Oh, okay. We got lucky there. So this is going to give us a little bit of room. The idea is you want to get rid of their Gyarados EX by whatever means possible. It doesn't matter if they could build up the energy. The idea is you just want to take care of it. The ideal way to do that is to continuously build up a Giratina EX, use whatever means you can, and then take it down. Alright, is this Magikarp? And it is Magikarp. Alright, well, they're having the most ideal start. But so are we. Let's see how this goes. Let's just see how it plays out. We might get lucky here. It's really unfortunate. I don't have any supporter cards that could help. Misty is still such an OP card. Oh my gosh. Like, I feel like the reason why Gyarados EX is going to stay relevant for so long is specifically because of Misty and Manaphy as well. Manaphy is also a very powerful card. Man, they really cater a lot to water and give very few options to counter. That right here is one of the ways you can counter it though. And just in case, I'm going to throw this boy down, because if they Sabrina and knock out my Giratina, that's going to be extremely annoying. Alright, so far, steady as we go. I do predict that Gyarados EX is going to come out somewhat soon here. And it's a matter of us taking it down. They're having such a powerful start though, my goodness. My only hope is that they do not have Gyarados EX in their hand, and they're not going to draw it for a while. That is my hope. If that ends up being the case, I might get lucky here. I don't know. Because if I can deal with this Manaphy quickly enough before they come online, I might be okay. I might be okay. We'll see. Alright, so we're gonna Giant Kick this guy right here. And I do predict we're going to see Gyarados EX pretty soon. A lot of people are saying that Gyarados EX is the direct counter to this meta deck. I disagree with that. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. I think if you play your cards right, you'll be totally fine going up against Gyarados EX. It's not as strong as a lot of players think it is. It is definitely a strong card, don't get me wrong. Like, it's a very strong and powerful deck. It's really hard to deal with, but if you play Darkrai EX and Giratina EX correctly, you'll be totally okay. It's not that difficult of a card to deal with. Alright, so they're opting to go with this. I'm guessing it's because they do not have Gyarados EX in their hand, and they're trying to stall it out until they get that card. Totally makes sense. But this is looking kind of grim. I don't like where this is going. Origin Form Palkia is a really solid card to have in this deck, precisely for this reason. So you could stall it out until you can get your Gyarados EX online. I really need a Sabrina or a Cyrus. That would definitely be helpful right now. What can I do? What can I do? Alright, Pokeball is not helpful. But what I could do for this, and this is going to be a very difficult play, but what I think I'm going to do is Leaf, get Darkrai EX out of here, and then I'm going to give it some health, because they probably will Cyrus it. And then in the meantime, I'm going to continue to build up my backline. The idea is you just want to stall. That is the whole strategy behind this deck. You want to stall, 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 stall. And when they bring out Gyarados EX, they're going to use it, and then you have to deal with it. That's what it comes down to. So we'll see what ends up happening here. I do think if they have Gyarados EX finally, they're going to bring it out. They're probably going to retreat this. They're going to knock out my Darkrai EX, which will be unfortunate. But then I'm really hoping I could deal with it quickly. There it is. Oh boy, here we go. So Gyarados EX is now on the battlefield, and it's gonna come down to luck. Just as I predicted. Here we go. We're gonna lose Darkrai EX. Unfortunately, I probably should have gone with Giratina EX. Rocket Helm. Oh boy, that's interesting. Alright, so now we're down 2 points. Things are looking kind of grim. Looking very, very grim. It's really gonna come down to this. It's gonna come down to this. I'm not feeling really good right now. Nope. Yep, it's over. Oh, GG. Well, we tried. Unfortunately, that is, once again, just comes down to RNG. But hey, we could have had it. I think we could have had it. If we had cards like Sabrina or Cyrus earlier on, I think we could have dealt with that deck a lot better. But unfortunately, we didn't draw those cards in time. So yeah, that's unfortunate. So there you go. 1 win, 2 losses. Unfortunately, can't show you too much more. I'm just going to continue to grind it out. Hopefully I can hit Master Ball rank. That would be pretty slick. And yeah, I'll record some more of my battles. And hopefully we can get there together. But in any case, that's going to be it for this video. Really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And yeah, wish me luck. And if you're grinding it out, and you're getting pretty close to Master Rank, definitely share what you're doing in the comments below. What deck you're rocking, what strategies you're using. And yeah, hopefully we could all help each other out. It'd be really cool. But in any case, yeah, that's it for this video. Have a nice day, and I'll catch you all later.
Jinsula